I've always liked Elon Musk. I've always liked him. I think I started liking him because people started saying he was like the real Iron Man. And being a Marvel and DC fan, I was like, yeah, I can see that, because he sort of looks similar and he's cool. He's got all the gadgets. He's like a billionaire. So I was like, yeah, this dude is cool. And then like with the Starlink that he does and the Tesla, and then he's bringing out the Tesla watch and all those sort of things. I mean, I just think he's a cool guy, right? But one thing that I really like about him is he doesn't give a shit. and I know it's easy. It's easy when you're a billionaire, right? Which he is. He's got hundreds of billions, okay? You can afford to be this, some would say careless, right? Or not give a damn, because you've got all the power and all the money that you could ever want, okay? So this is absolutely going viral at the minute. I've seen it already, but you wait till you see this video. Somebody tweeted out basically that he's anti. I don't want to say it, but I'll bring it up on the screen, because I'll probably get demonetized or whatever. Okay, I understand that some people don't like him. I don't particularly know why. Maybe because he's rich and powerful. You know, some people don't like that. I don't know. If you don't like him, let me know in the comments why you don't like him. I just see him somebody that tries to help people, tries to do things the right way, and tries to, he's trying to look after the planet and all this sort of stuff. And he's just generally quite a cool guy. So the drama is the advertisers. I'm talking about the huge companies, okay? The advertisers are saying, we're going to pull out of, like, basically advertising on your platforms, okay? And Elon's response was basically, go fuck yourselves. Right? He's not being bullied, and he's not being pushed around, and he's not being blackmailed. That's pretty much his words. He goes, if you do that, right, F yourself. I like how he's not being pressured and bullied. Now, see, the thing is, if Elon was like, made an apology video, I'm so sorry, I didn't really think what I was doing, please don't pull out, please, if you do, the platform will die and nobody will have Twitter anymore, nobody will have like Tesla anymore, and it'd be horrible, and please just forgive me. Once you start going down that route, then they've got you. Like, nobody wants to feel like they are being watched at every move, like their own company. They're not in charge of their own company because of somebody else, right? Nobody wants to feel that. Nobody wants to believe that. And I suppose the action that he's took on this interview basically says, F you to whatever you think that you could, you can't control me. F you, mate. And this is literally what he said. F you, right? Don't bully me. Don't blackmail me. If I want to do something, I'll go and do it. If you want to boycott X and Tesla, then go ahead. But the world will understand that it's you that brought the thing down and not me. Right? And I like that. And again, I know that he's got billions of dollars. So even if Tesla and X crumbled, he would still be financially okay. Do you know what I mean? So I understand that he's in a position to do that, and not everybody can do that. And I understand that there's certain rules and things, like, there's certain rules and laws that you've got to abide by. Absolutely. But this is something that he's just saying, do you know what, mate? If you don't like it, do one. So anyway, here's the video, because this is classic. This is absolutely amazing.
What was that trip like? And obviously, you know that there's a public perception that, and you're clarifying this now, but there's a public perception that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
But
Go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
well, let me ask you then.
Like this guy.
That's all right.
This guy here is like, oh my God, this is gold. I'm going to get such a pay rise out of this. Like, you know? And the other thing that I noticed as well, which I had to find out, I was like, who's Bob? Who's Bob? Bob is like the CEO of Disney, right? Okay. You'll hear a little bit more about it now.
I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics of X? If part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift, maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
F-Y.
He just doesn't give a flying fuck, does he? It could stand for so many things. And I'm not talking about promoters and the media and things like that, but it can stand for anything. It could stand for the person that bullied you in school, the person that's a bully at you know, at the workplace, or, you know, it could be a business deal that you're trying to finalize and you're not being pressured, and it just stands for a lot, you know?
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, totally. No. Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
He's like, yeah, it's going to kill the company. It's like, okay. Like, that's when you know you've got too much fucking money.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
Maybe you could tell me in the comments what he actually said, right? These horrible things, because a horrible thing to one person might be an absolute blessing for somebody else. Like I was saying, you can't make everybody happy. So whatever he said, well, like, you know, is what it is. It's free speech, okay? And so he is right. If they pull out and literally boycott his platforms, then, well, who's to blame?
Okay, this goes back to
we'll both make our cases,
right,
and we'll see what the outcome is.
What are the economics of that for you? I mean, you have enormous resources, so you can actually keep this company going for a very long time. Would you keep it going for a long time if there was no advertising?
I mean, if the company fails because of an advertiser boycott, it will fail because of an advertiser boycott. And that will be what bankrupted the company, and that's what everybody on Earth will know.
But what do you think then of the, again, this goes back to the idea of trust, though.
Then it'll be gone. And it'll be gone because of an advertiser boycott.
But you recognize that some of those people are going to say that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. And I just wonder and ask you.
But again, I don't understand the backstory, and I probably should have, right? I sort of understand it, but again, I'm not going to get involved with it. But if somebody doesn't feel comfortable on a platform, fuck off. Like, if I didn't feel comfortable on Instagram, like every time I was going through feed, I was like, oh, this is making me feel so uncomfortable. Oh God, like, just fuck off. Just go on Facebook or something, right? Go on Twitter or something. Right? So many people in this world now just getting offended. They're getting offended because they think they should be offended, or they're getting offended because they think it's cool or makes them different. Like, I know everybody gets offended. Right? You could be offended, okay? I could be offended by certain things, but I don't feel the need to express to everybody how offended I am, and you should be offended as well. Oh God, how dare you say that? If I'm offended about something, I might complain to my missus or something, or just fucking what a dickhead. You know, I might say it to Adam, you know, today I went to so-and-so and I saw that this was on their wall and it was a disgrace and I absolutely felt so offended. Fuck off.
And think
Pisses
about
me
that
off.
for a
Tell
second.
it to the judge.
But the judge is going to be...
The judge is the public.
And that as well is what like people loved hearing, I think, you know, after looking at people's comments. You know, he's somebody that says, who is important in this world? Is it the advertisers? Is it the social media? Is it like, no, it's the people. It's the people of the planet. Without you guys, there wouldn't be social media. There wouldn't be multi-billion-pound industries. There wouldn't. This whole thing wouldn't be happening now without you. Yeah, like people don't understand that. People get it twisted, and so this is what people are liking about him, because generally speaking, what he tries to do, and yes, it massively profits for him, right, and his company. But generally speaking, what he tries to do is better things for people, better things for the planet, right? He's trying to help. This is why he's liked so much. And on the other end, where he says like, F you, don't bully me, stands for so much in this world right now. Look, and at the end of the day, my two channels are all about positivity, entertainment, keeping it real, keeping it cool and fun. So please keep the comments. Try to keep the comments away from politics and all that sort of stuff, and just be nice. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.